We've talked about safety. We've talked about work. Now we're going to talk about the most important part is fucking. Oh, sorry, dating. Our top dating tips in Medellin.
Date fucking? Okay, cool. Fucking, okay.
Everybody wants to get laid.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about fucking, everyone. All right, let's get there.
Let's agree to disagree. You fucking prudes that don't believe what I'm saying, and those of you that agree with what I'm saying.
How do you know that people aren't coming here to Medellin just for safety and work?
Well, people are coming here just for safety and work, but really they're coming here to get fucking laid. If you're going anywhere in the world, you're going to go get laid. Unless if you're some fucking, what do you call those people that don't have sexual feelings? What do they call
nuns?
Them? A nun? No, not a nun.
No, none.
Because nuns also have sex.
Nuns have sex. I don't know where you knew. I've never met a nun. I don't have.
But everybody wants to have sex. Everybody's talking about it.
All right, Andrew Macia.
So we're talking about our top tips about dating Medellin. I've been dating women for 10 years. Before that, I was a virgin.
You've been dating women for 10 years?
Yeah. Cool. So I lost my virginity when I was 30 here in Medellin.
So wait. Let me put a disclaimer because Andrew put a disclaimer out before this episode started. You're talking to... Look at us, right?
Just look at us.
Let's look at us. We're different, right? Our dating tips might not apply to you if you're Brad Pitt or Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Or
Sean Connery is like
dating
90 years old. What are you talking about?
Well, there's a lot of Sean Connerys coming here, but they're not as good looking as him. Okay, who's a new person, like a Jonas brother? I don't know.
A Jonas brother? No. What about Robert Pattinson, who's going to be the new Batman that says that he doesn't want to lift weights?
Isn't that guy that writes like novels, Robert Pattinson?
No, he was in Twilight. Anyway, if you're a Robert Pattinson, you probably do good here, although you're kind of short. Girls here kind of are short too.
Yes, he'll do fine.
Yeah, you'll do fine. You'll do fine, Robert Pattinson. If you want to come to Medellin, come to Medellin. Just make sure to put all of your keys and your phone and your wallet
in the front pocket.
In the front pocket.
Yep. Don't never get in a cab. Just walk. All right.
I know you coming with those expensive American condoms.
All right. Our top 10 dating tips for living in Medellin and dating.
Go.
Number 1, learn to dance.
Damn it, you took one of mine.
Learn to dance. Learn to dance. And particularly salsa and bachata. And I know what you're thinking. I'm going to Medellin in a month or two. And it's Corona and the blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that shit. There's a lot of dance teachers here, which we're going to reach out to, throw some names and numbers in the description that are teaching online. And apparently it's really good. But hey, one of the biggest things for me that changed my dating experience, and dating means just going out and meeting people, is learning to dance, salsa and bachata. Take a private lesson. It could cost you $10, $20 for a private hour. It'll cause you not to have to be the gringo that's sitting in the corner as all the other Colombian guys get up and dance with the girls. So the music of where you're coming right now here, well, apart from reggaeton, which we all love, is salsa, and now bachata is picking up or whatever. Number 1, do a few salsa classes. That'll transfer into a lot of other genres. You can invite a girl out. Like, and the worst thing, Andrew, I don't know, like for me, I would think like as a foreigner is if you invite a girl out, you're like, yeah, let's go party. Let's go out tonight. Or she's like, yeah, let's go out with my friends. And you show up and you're that guy that doesn't know like a basic 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't even know. But the basic count of salsa, you're screwed because somebody will come up and grab your girl's hand and dance with her. So learn to dance.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been the guy on that end. Where there's a girl there with a guy and they're just sitting down, and in the culture here in
here
Colombia,
comes Joel.
And the culture here in Colombia is that even if you're with a girl and someone asks her to dance, it's usually okay.
You're going to give away an answer, aren't you?
So I'm going to go to my first tip on dating.
Yeah.
All right, so dating a Colombian or Colombian girls in Medellin, my first thing to look out for or to understand about the culture here is fucking flakiness. Make sure that you understand that people here are flaky. And I'm not talking about dandruff, I'm talking about time. Okay. People here do not know the concept of time, including present company included. That they don't understand that 15 minutes means 15 minutes, not 1 hour from now. And understand also that there's an economic reason for why people are late. A girl cannot just take a taxi cab from across the city. Remember, we talked about minimum wage, which is about 750,000 pesos, which is about $250 per month. A taxi cab from Bello or from Envigado, even from like some parts in Laureles or Robledo to where most foreigners are in El Poblado could cost, maybe 15, 20,000 pesos, which is about $5 to $6, $7. That could be something that someone is making in a half a day of work. So don't expect them to be like, yeah, I'm going to meet you there and then I'm going to be on time. Sometimes shit comes up. Maybe their mom needed them to go fucking buy milk. Literally, it could be this simple. Go buy milk. And they just spent their last 20,000 pesos on milk, tomatoes, onions, and garlic, or whatever the fuck they needed, potatoes. But it's true, and it happens. It happens here a lot.
Potatoes?
Yeah, your date was screwed because of fucking potato. No, but you got to understand the culture. So make sure that you understand that people are going to be late, and people are flaky here, but there's a reason for that. So don't hate on them because they flaked on you. Be a smart person.
We talked about this with Steve Cha I threw this my thing in because sometimes I just sit there in the shower and think about these things. I think that one of the main reasons for flakiness, and if there's any Colombian woman that is watching this right now or watches this episode, tell me if you think it's true if you've dated a foreigner. I think that a lot of people get stage fright with foreigners. Right? And we're going to get to why I think they get stage fright, because foreigners do some really messed up things out here that they've heard. And it's like an urban legend that foreigners do these things. And because foreigners do these things, I think a lot of women, like foreigners will be like cool and cocky, like, they're in a grocery store, like, hey girl, blah, 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 blah. I want to go out with you. Let me blah, 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 blah. The girl's like, yeah. Fills her head with the fantasy. This is a great guy. I want to check this out. I'm curious. But then when the time comes up, the day of, they panic. They're like, this is too different. I don't know if he's going to understand me. I don't know if he's going to smell right. I don't know a whole lot of things. And then they're like, yeah, something came up. I think it's like the Gaines on Instagram. He was saying like, nobody wants the you're going to hate me but message. But the you're going to hate me but message, you get a lot right here. It will come. So one of the solutions that I've come up with for the flakiness and the tardiness and whatever. I was going to steal your answer, but
Can
go
I
ahead.
say it?
I know what you're going to say.
Is to double book.
Oh,
double book.
That's not what I was going to say.
No, double book. Make sure that you are. That's one of the ways.
I have never double booked.
I know Joel will come up with the next ways. One of the ways that I've dealt with tardiness and also flakiness is to ask for multiple girls on dates for that same weekend. It's backfired on me before, where all three were like, yeah, and then I have to be the flake and be like, sabes que my hair is not good, and
Andrew gave the excuse. It's like my mustache is out of control.
My mustache is not right today.
Yeah. Well, I've never personally done that shit. I'm just way too Canadian to try to double book a date. And as a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever been in a position where I could double date.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you've got to be an attractive male.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Anybody that wants to support my non-attractive male fund, please send it to my PayPal, which is okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna come to Andrew's point, because I know here's a tip for you that back home might seem like nothing, and I know he was gonna come with this, so I'm gonna circumvent and get his answer.
He's circumcising me?
I'm gonna circumcise his answer, and I'm gonna say, send the Uber.
That's my patent.
I know you're going to go with the send. That's his patent.
That's my patent.
That's his patent. Send the Uber. Hey, firstly, all right.
I even send an Uber to our fucking cleaning lady so she's not late.
That is true. Here's the thing. There's girls here in Poblado, and not even just in Poblado. They've got a lot of money. They've got their own car. You need to send shit for them. They're going to be there. But Andrew's thing is, if you're worried about time and about being stood up, his tip is to say that he's going to send the Uber at this specific time, and that makes sure that they show up at that specific time, because the Uber will be waiting outside and honking the door, the horn and whatever else. So call an Uber, use Uber, and it's really cheap. I think the most that you can spend, if you're dating in the greater Medellin area, in Envigado, Sabaneta, whatever, the most you're ever going to spend is like $10. right?
Yeah.
Ever, and that's
$10.
like
$10. That's like if they're coming from fucking
Sabaneta.
like Marinilla.
Yeah, well, nearly, right? But Sabaneta, like the outskirts of Sabaneta, right now, that would be $10 would be 38,000 pesos. It's the absolute most you're ever going to spend. So and I would suggest this for new folks here, like if you don't know what area the person's in and you ask them out on a date, especially when you ask them like, all right, cool, we're going to meet on this date. I'm going to see, and maybe later you chat with them. I'm going to send the Uber. We're going to see each other later. So I stole yours.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a great one. I use Uber all the time and one of my things that when Uber first started here, which was like 3 years ago in Medellin, was how do I break it to the girl without sounding pretentious? I still had this like
you're being her Jesus Lord and Savior.
Yeah, like I didn't want to come across like being like, hey, let me send you an Uber because I want to impress you and be pretentious. I live in Poblado type thing. So I did a little fib, and maybe this could help some people. I did a little fib? I fibbed. Sorry, I fibbed.
I did a little fib. It wasn't
shut
just
the fuck up.
Okay, go ahead. Do your little fib. Tell them your little fib.
So my fib was that, hey, I've got extra credit on my Uber. Can I send you an Uber? It's free for me and it's free for you. So,
wait, you got extra credit on your Uber?
Yeah, well, when you refer a friend, you get extra credit.
Oh, yeah.
See, this guy, he doesn't believe in me. He doesn't believe in my tactics.
I got some extra credits on the Ubers.
And a lot of times it would be true because I'd drop my fucking thing in my Instagram or in my Facebook and people would sign up. So I'd get like 10,000 pesos or whatever for a sign up. So I'd get extra Uber credit or whatever. So I'd tell the girl like, hey, I got it. Because I didn't want to say, hey, I'm going to send you an Uber and pay for it. So I'd be like, I've got an extra credit for an Uber.
You got to know that I know this guy really well and I know exactly what's going on here. He has a source of income that pays his PayPal. He gets credited every time somebody buys one of his little dick pics. Little dick pics, littleddickpics.com. He's the ruler of littleddickpics.com.
No,
whenever anybody subscribes, he gets free fucking credits.
Bro, you're quoting it wrong. It's baby dick pics.
If you want to make supplemental income, please go on babydickpics.com. Andrew Macia, chairman. All right, cool.
If you've got a little dick, you could go a long way.
Little dick pics.
All right, so that was yours. Uber. Use an Uber.
Oh yeah.
All right, so dating Colombians in Medellin. I've been here for almost 10 years now. Joel's been here for 50 years. He's obviously a little older than me. My second suggestion is dress well, motherfuckers. Dress. And it doesn't even have to be well. Dress for the occasion.
Have you seen me and you right now on the show? We can't be talking about dress.
Wait, hold on. Let me show my Daisy Dukes. There we go. I got show my Daisy Dukes.
Those are your Daisy. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So dress for the occasion. If you're taking a girl to a restaurant,
was that salsa?
No, that was not salsa. If you're taking a girl to a restaurant, make sure that you're dressing for the occasion. Don't go in shorts. Don't go in flip flops. Don't go in shorts. A lot of places here, and you'll notice if you do your homework that most Colombians, I would say most Paisas, dress, even it could be like 1,000 degrees outside and they're wearing jeans or pants. They will never wear shorts. I wear shorts because I'm from California.
But why is that? Why? And so that's a question for you. Why you're saying dress proper? Because back home, if you're in California, folks will roll out with their, I don't know,
flip-flops and shorts.
And shorts.
Flip-flops and shorts.
They could be a multi-trillionaire, right?
Go to the movies, yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. And the girl's probably in her little Daisy Dukes and her, I don't know.
Yeah, and her flip-flops also.
But why is it that it's so different here?
I don't know why that is. It's a cultural thing. I think it goes way
but a
back.
girl must has told you. I've dated girls. I've just even friends of ours here who have criticized the flip flops and short things for one reason. Why is that?
Okay, so because the shorts are associated with a lower income class person. That's what I've been told. Is that, for example, like the board short style, like the beach short style, and you'll see it too when you go downtown and you see, or you go into a lower class neighborhood or whatever. You see the guys with the shorts, that are super baggy or whatever, and they associate it with lower class people. The flip-flops thing is that people are disgusted with toes here for some reason. They do not want to see disgusting ass toes, hairy toes. For Paisas, like a woman in flip-flops is normal. But you'll notice, you'll go on the metro, you'll go on the bus. It'll be very rare that you see a woman with fucked up feet. They always have them done, pedicured, very nicely done. And guys will never wear flip-flops ever.
But they say, here's what I've been told. Medellin is not the beach. And firstly, Medellin's climate, it's apparently gotten a lot hotter, and I've seen it actually over 9 years. They say Paisas wear flip-flops to the beach and the finca. The finca being like the country home with the pool, warmer temperature. They wear flip-flops and shorts when they go there. So if you show up on a date dressed like you're going to the beach, it's not in their culture. They're like, why are you dressed like that? And then at least, I'm going to say that if they're going to show up with the flip-flops and the shorts, go get like a $3 pedicure, because I think that's almost like a pedicure cost.
Yeah, pedicures are super cheap here,
Don't
guys.
come out with the
And you'll see guys at the nail salon too getting
like
their fucking
me
feet
and
done.
you.
Yeah, well, we used to have a girl that would come to our office and do our nails and stuff. Now we've got like, it's been the first time I touched my nails in a while, and
he could kick a tree and cut it down with those big ass
tree down,
kicking trees down. But yeah, man, like get the nails done. Just put some shoes on, at least for the first date.
Joel, what would be your next dating in Medellin tip for those of you guys that are listening? And women too. Maybe they could apply for women too.
Maybe.
Use a condom. Wait, that doesn't apply for women.
There's female condoms.
Oh.
Just so you know.
There is?
Okay. Clean your shoes.
Clean your shoes.
Clean your shoes.
White shoes.
Hold a second. Medellin is really fucked up, man. Honestly, something that I noticed back in 2011, the cleanest shoes in the goddamn world. Okay, think about this. Apart from if somebody's homeless, how many times have you seen a person with, like, in the US and Canada, people will wear sneakers, trainers, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them, till they're falling apart, and then they'll change them. And then it's cool because everybody knows you've been wearing those as you're like, and the hats, with the freaking sweat line. I'm 2 for 1. Hats with the sweat line. It does not fly here. People are so hygienic here. I'm sure Andrew has a hygiene example somewhere in there. Brushing their teeth. I've never seen so many people that carry around a toothbrush in their bag, in their back pocket, in their backpack. Everyone carries a toothbrush. I have never in my entire time here been on a bus, on the subway, and smelt stinky ass breath. You know why? Because people get there, they're all about hygiene. You've heard about Venezuela, Colombia. Oh, they're so what's the word? Superficial. Well, great. I love it. No stinky ass breath on the buses and stuff like that. So clean your shoes. The reason I'm saying that is I've heard this from various Paisa girls, from various Colombian girls, where they're like, "Oh my God, Joel," and then his shoes. They were nasty, and they used like your shoes as a projection of you and who you are,
of where you are.
Exactly.
And that's true because I've had this happen to me too with girls. Is that we would be out on a date, let's say like in Parque Lleras or Provenza or even Laureles on La 70, and we would be with foreigners. And they'd be like, "Oh, that guy's so cool. He's so funny. He's so personable." But his shoes,
no, can't handle it.
I can't imagine his. And literally, quote unquote, they said, "His shoes. I can't imagine his room." That was the association that they had with the shoes. Like they're like, if that's how they keep their shoes and how they present themselves, I couldn't imagine a girl going to their house and seeing the disaster that is there.
Yep.
So yes, in Colombia, we are superficial. Yes, there is a degree of projection that you have to have to the world. But in my opinion, that's a positive thing.
Yep.
It's like you gotta fake it till you make it. Like if you're a dirty ass person but you want to be clean, fake it.
Yeah.
At least go out looking nice.
Like spray perfume on as a substitute for bathing instead of actually bathing.
What they call that a French shower, a Russian shower. The Russian shower, just like spray yourself.
I ain't talking about no Russians out here get my ass killed.
Well, first they got to make it out here. I haven't met my first Russian in Medellin yet. All right, so my next tip on dating in Medellin is tell her she's beautiful. Did you have that one?
Why is that? I have something like that, but why is that?
Okay, so tell her she's beautiful for me means that I'm Colombian. I was raised in a Colombian family in the United States. I'm kind of not here nor there. I'm what you would call a coconut. I'm brown on the outside, but white on the inside. I'm pretty conservative when it comes to political views. All hail Trump, etc. So when I say tell her she's beautiful, I mean that I know Colombian women and I know Latin women. And they're very emotional. A lot of them wear their emotions on their sleeve, especially if they're Paisas could be a little colder and Bogotanas could be even more colder. But I grew up with Santanderianas, women from Santander, Bumanguesas, who wear their emotions on their sleeve. If you tell them they're beautiful, everything will be okay. And it's not just saying that they're beautiful. I'm just saying that be more emotional than you would be in the United States. I'm not a very emotional person, but for example, one of my best pickup lines, and I'm not no Don Juan, I'm not no fucking King Jong-un who can force women to date me and sleep with me.
The biggest dater, the pickup artist.
Yeah, I don't have that type of power over people. But my biggest accomplishment in the dating world has been writing poetry to the girls that I want to go out with. And Joel has seen it. I will literally write a poem, handwrite it, and send it to the girl.
I've only done that once to one woman. So if that woman's listening to this right now, you know that you're the only person that will. I'm so sorry. But yes, but he does that a lot.
I love to do that. I felt because I'm an artist. I'm an artist, and I love to write. And I write my feelings on paper in a poem, and I send it to the girl. Or I will deliver it in person.
But people, these tips,
they work
anywhere in the world. No, but anywhere in the world, man. You write well, then again,
if you write a poem in the United States to one of those fucking Me Too women, she'd probably poke you in the eye with her penis. Anyway.
All right, so now that we're on to Me Too women poking.
Now that we're getting sued by the Me Too movement.
I'm gonna back that up with one of mine, and I'm gonna count as my own tip. Is and the Andrew said, I'm not really what was the word? You didn't say emotional but North Americans. I don't know about Europeans because I know that the French are very nice and they can do. We North American men, meaning Canadians and Americans, are cold fucking bastards. We think that the colder in pickup, they teach to neg women to say negative shit to them to bring their self-esteem down. I know
backhanded compliments.
You can't say, "Hey, you are the most beautiful woman I've seen." It is the truth. Here, though, I'm gonna tell all of you coming here with your American pickup fucking things you learned back on the course in Miami, is that men here, and I'm gonna give them the credit where credit is due. They speak shit. It might not always be genuine. But they say stuff to the woman, you look great. And for foreigners, the guys here, if you don't know what they're saying, if you don't speak Spanish, they're calling them mi cielo, my sky or my heaven. Mi amor, my life. Love. This isn't first date 6 minutes in.
More.
You out here like this with your muscles, does not work here. Calm down. I would say, at least for me, what I've learned a lot, and I was that person to a certain extent, is if you see the woman is beautiful, you see that she's dressed nicely or whatever, just compliment her. Because
I've seen it in person where Joel, we were literally walking by an empanada shop, and some girl was sitting there, and she was a pretty girl, is sitting ordering an empanada, waiting for her empanada to be delivered to her right there. Literally, it's this fucking little empanada shop on Calle 10. And we're walking by. This is middle of the day. Joel goes, "You're beautiful," in English too.
But I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to the empanada.
Oh.
I love empanadas. What can I say?
But he said, "You're beautiful." Yeah. And then in Spanish, he said, "Eres hermosa."
Yeah.
And literally, her demeanor perked up, changed. It was like the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And
But that's not because, and I think that's not because I said that to her also. I think there's an added benefit. If you're a foreigner and you say something nice, it probably is a bonus point for you because most foreigners don't do that. They want to seem like macho. So when you say that and you say it in your fucked up little accent, it's even cuter for people. So they like that.
Right.
But literally, I think if I see somebody that I think is beautiful, I say it, and I think it can be transferred once you come here and you leave here. It doesn't mean you need to sleep with them and take their clothes off. You're just telling them that they're beautiful. So try it.
right, and you can make a new friend. And
Yeah.
hot friends have other hot friends. That's another tip.
Hot friends have other hot.
Another example of what we were just talking about is that I've had girls here like tell me that they like me so much because I am so detallista. If you ever hear that word, that's a plus. Detallista means that you're detail oriented. So remember birthdays, remember special occasions, send things randomly. Like for example, I've sent beer literally randomly to girls just because they're my friends. I have no intention of sleeping with them, but I like to be nice.
Andrew has an intention of sleeping with anybody that he's sent a beer to, so you just watch your ass.
Yeah, anybody that's received a beer, including Michael Gerber.
Michael Gerber, Gerber baby, watch your ass. Andrew sent some beers to you. All right, let's keep going.
All right, let's roll.
Flippy's
We're
sending us
almost
some
done. We're
friggin-
almost done here.
All right, good. Okay, next tip about dating. I said clean your shoes. You're gonna say clean your mouth? What are you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
It's you. I just said clean your shoes.
Oh, you said it's on me now?
Yeah, it's on
No,
you.
I said tell her she's
All right,
beautiful.
well, I got one. Pay the goddamn bill. Pay the bill.
the bill.
Pay the bill. You are, something my dad, I brought this up on another episode. My dad told me this when I was a young buck stepping out to go live in Mexico. He said, if you are from one of the first world nations, you go to a third world or a developing nation with something to offer, not something to take, right? I understand equality and everything else. I believe in it 100%. But you asked the girl out. She didn't ask you out. If she asked you to go hang out with her friends, she should take care of you and make sure you're comfortable. You asked her out. So like anywhere else in the world, I don't even care if it's the US or in Canada, pay the bill. Offer to pay the bill. Fight to pay the bill. Don't be an ignorant fucker about it like you've got a whole lot of money, but pay the bill. And something very, very important, and why pay the bill, it's like a two-part answer or question or both of them.
No, suggestion.
Suggestion is that income disparity in Medellin is a lot different than Canada, United States. There's like ultra poor, like all the way over here, like my hand's off the screen, and there's ultra rich, right? There's girls here that, trust me, you paying their bill does nothing. They will laugh at you, and I've met them. It's like they've got a lot of money. Your money can't even touch their money. But there's also other girls, like Andrew talked about the distance from where you live and stuff. Like a girl could live literally an hour and a half. That's by metro, by subway, but it's like 15 minutes by cab. You speed it up, she gets there. She's very appreciative of it. Other girls might not want that. But trust me, if you're a foreigner and you're coming here, please come with a little bit of money to pay a $2 cab.
$2.
To pay a meal or something, because people will appreciate it. And even if they don't want it, let them reject. Don't battle in your head as, should I pay the bill? Is she trying to use me for my money? She's not trying to use you for her money. Be a gentleman. Pay the goddamn bill. She might get the next one. Let her do it. Pay the first bill. Number one.
Damn,
tip.
I got so many. All right,
hit
so
one.
pay the bill.
Yeah.
All right, so mine coincides with that.
Yeah.
Is to pay the bill, but don't be the Marrano.
Oh.
Don't be the Marrano.
Oh.
And
The little-
here
what's
in
that,
Colombia,
little piggy?
there's a saying for the Colombian man, or now the foreigner, who is the pig. The pig or the Marrano is the one that everyone feeds off of.
Uh-huh.
Like the one that everybody can ask for money or take money from. So you want to be generous and you want to treat the girl. But the moment she messages you and says, Mor, I don't have data on my internet. Can you send me 20,000 pesos?
It's done.
That's it. That's it for me. Like, I would never talk to that person again because Who needs internet? If she told me I've got no food for my kids or I've got no food for my grandparents, I'd be like, okay, well, that's different. But when it's something superficial, or more, I don't have gas in my motorcycle, or more, I don't have X thing, or whatever it is, superficial, don't get into the routine of sending them money. We've met many people here, many foreigners that have come, have made girlfriends, and then they go back to the US and the girlfriend keeps asking for money. And I've literally, on my blog, have had guys asking me, what's the regular price for a motorcycle or for a scooter in Medellin?
You trying to buy a scooter?
Like, why are you, well, first of all, why are you asking? Oh, because my girlfriend is asking that because she needs one. And I'm like, you're buying your girlfriend a scooter in Medellin. You live in the US. She lives here. She's got kids. She's probably got another man. And you're trying to send her money, which is about 2 million to 3 million pesos.
Don't do it.
Again, remember, the minimum wage is 750 or 790,000 pesos. You're trying to send her 2 million to 3 million? You gotta stop it somewhere. So,
but what if that person's an ugly motherfucker and that's the only way that he could get a girl? That's
okay, that's my other point. Very good point, Joel. Okay. Joel said, "What if you're a fucking ugly motherfucker and you're like, I know,
UMF.
When I go to the Colombia, I'm gonna get laid."
Yep.
Well, if you're okay with sending that, if you're okay with being el marrano, with being what we call in English the sugar daddy, then do it. All power to you.
Can I drop some Caribbean? Hey, people, I was born in the Caribbean, Guyana to be exact. So I'm gonna, if none of my Caribbean people are watching this, but I'm gonna tell you two things that I grew up hearing, and all the big players, the big girl, ladies, men can chime in and say what they want to say. I got it on this note. To Andrew's point, there's two things that I grew up hearing. One, there's always two men.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There is always two men.
There's one for romance and there's one for finance. And that particularly happens in places with poverty. So if you want to be the finance man that all you're doing is throwing around your fucking money, there's another guy that's putting in the romance. So that's a Caribbean saying. That's Guyana. Big up Guyana right now. One. Two. I saw this was used in a very popular dance hall track. I think it was Beanie Man, but I don't want to misquote.
Beanie Man.
Don't build up your residence for another man to come and live like a president.
Wait, say that again?
Don't build up your residence so another man can come and live like a president. And what I mean by that...
Like a president's, so it rhymes.
Don't build up your residence so another man can live like a president. Okay, wait. What I mean by that is don't be the guy that thinks that because you got the money and you shelling it out, you're over in the US in Miami, you're here, you like paying all this money, and she doesn't even want to kiss you. She doesn't want to hold your hand in public because you're building up your residence and some other dude's living like a president. Call it shallow as you want. Think about it for a second. Don't get your money and romance mixed up. What do you have, Andrew? What do you have next?
All right.
I'm Oprah motherfucking
I think this is our last one, right?
All right, go ahead.
Last dating tip.
All right.
Shit, I got more, but I guess we can do another session or what?
Yeah, we can do another session.
Or you want me to tell all mine? I got some pretty good ones.
All right,
Don't be looking at
real
my
quick.
shit.
Let's quick. Lightning round.
All right, lightning round. Use Tinder and Colombian Cupid. Next.
You think that a dating tip is use Tinder?
Oh yeah.
Why do you think?
Okay, so here, let me tell you about my Tinder experience and Colombian Cupid experience. So Colombian Cupid is great because you pay a monthly fee and you get to see women, and literally you don't have to match with them, unlike Tinder, where you have to match with someone to send messages. But on Colombian Cupid, I pay the monthly fee and whatever it is, or you could pay the 3-month fee or the 6-month fee, whatever pricing plan you fall into. But you can automatically see a girl that you like. She's attractive. You read her profile. Hopefully you're reading the profile. I read them all the time. Joel knows this. I have, for all the girls that I've ever dated, I have a whole Google Drive folder filled of information from their birthday, their birth sign, their birthstone, what their favorite music, their favorite food is, etc. But on Colombian Cupid, you can actually send them a message without them having to like you immediately. So that's why I like Colombian Cupid, because I can send a message immediately. I was gonna say harass, but I don't really harass women. I just send messages.
Badger. You would use the word badger.
Okay, I could badger a woman. So I have a whole blog post on
Andrew's number one match on Tinder, by the way, are I'm just gonna use the word because I can use it. Black women above the age of 50 with 3 children. If you're in that market, get there. Andrew loves you. He's a freak.
It's true.
He's a dirty ass
All right.
freak.
So this is my Tinder experience in Medellin in Colombia. So
Should we just pause this and let people have to pay for your Tinder experience?
All right. So this is what was happening. I was doing Tinder for free. And I'm like, I'm okay looking. I'm not like some fucking like gargoyle.
A goonie goo goo?
But apparently I am.
A goonie.
Apparently I am, because when I was doing the free version of Tinder, the only play I would get, because literally I would go like this, and Joel and our other friends like Kyle, Nathan, Sam, I've seen their Tinders and it's like fucking world of
He's
difference.
not talking about my Tinders because I ain't got no Tinder. And but when I did have Tinder,
he gave up. But anyway, I would literally go like this, close my eyes, and go. I did it 1,000 times. Yeah. Like 1,000 likes.
He's good at that. He's good at fast swiping.
Yeah, just literally I'd be working with this hand and swiping like 1,000 times. The only women that I would match with on those 1,000 likes would be women of the darker complexion, meaning black, as a strawberry. What do they say? The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Strawberry?
Yeah, so...
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
There were older women in their 40s. Women, That's my niche. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not very much attracted to that. So the women that I was going after were not liking me. So what I did last 2 weeks ago was I paid for the...
You put Kyle's photo?
No, I did not put Kyle's photo. Kyle's our good-looking white friend.
All right.
No, I did not put that. I paid for the Tinder premium or whatever. No, sorry. It was I paid for the boost. It was like a 6-hour boost on Tinder. Yo, my shit blew up. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, did I have like facial reconstruction surgery or something?
You paid for a boost?
For like a 6-hour boost. So that means that your profile goes up on other people. So what was happening, I think, was that Tinder is so saturated, and the Tinder algorithm only puts people with symmetrical faces and beautiful faces up first for women. And obviously for marketing, it just makes sense that my shit was getting put up. But if I paid to play, my shit blew up. Like I'm talking
if you pay on Tinder, you can circumvent symmetry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the game. That's the name of the game. So it comes down to, if you're ugly, you better be making money.
I agree with that. If you're ugly, you better be making money. Hey, by the way, quick tale. As an African-American black man living in Colombia, Tinder, I don't know about, honestly, I want the comments from people of color.
Joel, I'm going to pay for a boost for you. I swear to God. Joel, I'm going to pay for a boost. It changed literally in the last 2 weeks, I've been talking to 2 girls.
That changed your life? That's beautiful. All right, true story, man. We were in Bogota one time. It was me and my friends. They're all white. You know, we got a guy from South, what's it called? Where is it? Kentucky, not Kentucky.
South Kentucky? That nice state of South Kentucky.
We had an English mate. We're not going to call his name. We had a guy from Wisconsin. We had a guy from Glasgow, and we had a guy from the Carolinas. And we're all in our hotel room.
They're all white.
Yes. We're all in our hotel room in Bogota. And we're like, let's just check out Tinder. So we all get on Tinder. And so everybody's like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm not talking to her, but oh my God. And I look at this, and we're looking around the room, and I'm just looking at them all uncomfortable. And this person has 25 likes waiting, 35 waiting, 100 likes waiting. And I look down at my phone, and it said 1 like waiting. 1, right? So I looked up, and they're like, yo, Joel, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yeah, 1 like. I mean, judge me if you want. You could call me an ugly motherfucker. You could call me what the fuck you want. But I don't think I'm that fucked up. But I had 1 like waiting. And my boy, I'm going to call his name Sam, looked at me. And he's the most He's a beautiful soul because he looked at me and said, you know what, Joel? That might be the one.
That might be the one.
That's my Tinder story. I'm done. And I got off of there real fast.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's my top tip is use, especially if you plan on coming to Colombia and you're not here yet, get on fucking Colombian Cupid. Start building your network. Get on Tinder. Pay the premium so that you could change your location so that you're swiping in Medellin or Cali or whatever part of Colombia that you're in. It makes a world of difference when you can do that and actually
Can I drop one more? Can I drop one more? Hey, when reggaeton comes on, it is not salsa. Do not dance salsa when reggaeton comes on. If you don't know what reggaeton is, please Google J Balvin, Maluma, Ozuna. Who else we got going right now? Is it top reggaeton people?
Shit. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Please,
Bad Bunny.
don't come down here not knowing reggaeton. Practice your reggaeton. Grind a mirror.
Grind a mirror. And don't be doing like the pendulum
Yeah,
grind.
the pendulum is not
Like the pendulum
cool.
swing. This
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
reggaeton.
So-
Reggaeton is like boom, boom.
Yeah, listen, some girls here will deny that they like reggaeton because it's not.
They'll seem
Cool,
slutty.
yeah, it
or
seems
they'll
slutty.
seem slutty. No, reggaeton.
Yeah,
But motherfucker, you go to a fucking nun sanctuary and you throw some reggaeton on.
The nuns
I
will
tell
dance.
You, there'll be some fucking doggy style grinding up in there.
I don't know about that. I've never grinded out in a nunnery. What's that called?
A nunnery?
Monastery? Anyways, yeah. Learn the difference between reggaeton and salsa. Do not dance salsa to reggaeton because the girls here will think you're fucking weird.
Number one tip for overall,
Yeah.
from security, safety to
Yeah.
working in Medellin and
Yeah.
dating in Medellin, learn some fucking Spanish.
Learn some Spanish.
Go
Ooh.
learn some Spanish.
Ooh.
Get on Duolingo.
Get on CarlaDiaz.com.
Get on CarlaDiaz.com.
Yeah.
Get on Violeta Bernal,
Yeah.
Violet. Get on with people that'll teach you how to speak Spanish.
100%.
Communicating with people is the most beautiful thing. When you can understand what they're saying, is awesome.
And even if you can't, because especially white guys, because we can only talk. Hey, you could speak the most fucked up Spanish, and girls here will think it's so cute. I don't get it. You guys
But you
be like,
will only
"Oh,
get so far
Lars."
though.
No,
You
but
will-
no, but
I don't know a relationship that has lasted years here in Colombia on
True, 'cause I was
hola
gonna say
amor,
Kyle.
and that's it.
Michael
Michael.
Strago.
No, but Michael Strago speaks Spanish.
Michael Strago speaks Spanish in French.
No, he used to.
Okay,
So-
true. He's better now. He's better now.
Yeah,
Michael
he-
Strago, we called you up.
Yeah, Michael Strago,
Learn
come
the
on the
language.
show and speak Spanish. Yo, we're out here just drinking and having fun and trying to show you what Medellin is like. It's even though we're trying to say that Medellin, you got to be on your guard when it comes to safety. When you've got to be on point when you're working in Medellin, and you've got to be on the balls of your feet, on your toes when you're coming to date women out here. If
It's
you're
beautiful.
a cool person, shit is amazing
Yeah,
here.
it's amazing.
Like there's a reason why I've been here for 10 years and this is my home, even
Yeah.
though we travel around the world and we're going to go do crazy things this next year once coronavirus stops kicking our ass.
COVID.
We're going to do great things. You're going to do great things. Hit us up. We're super personable if you want to come out and buy us a drink. If you don't want to buy us a drink, we'll buy you a drink.
We'll pay for your Uber.
Come out. Make sure to bring some condoms. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to follow us, subscribe. Have a good night.
Peace out. Episode number 37. Love you all. Bye-bye.